Lagos Television, the voice of Lagos.
It's the start of another working week. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to the conversation here on Lagos Television. I am Abimbola Bello.
Good morning, everyone. I am Adebimpe Omotayo. I had a restful weekend. I didn't come out of my house until this morning.
Okay. And I am Joy Olu. A lot of things happened over the weekend. Welcome to the conversation.
All right. Of course, like Joy said, a lot of things happened over the weekend. Anthony Joshua was beaten black-blue. It was... Arsenal almost went home with a victory, but trust Man City to deny them. And of course, the big one in Edo, the governorship election.
And I miss Joshua.
It was a tussle. And of course, we talked about that on Friday. And this morning, of course, the results were announced yesterday. And the ruling APC, like many said, finally again did their thing. And of course, they won that election yesterday after the result was declared. That, of course, is not without the other two parties, especially the PDP, saying, we will not accept.
They are always not accepting.
What if they had won?
They will accept.
They will accept.
You know, on social media yesterday, some people took a swipe at PDP, at a friend of a PDP. I'm not going to mention anybody's name. That when his friend won in Osun State, you know, he commended and commended and commended INEC. But as of yesterday, his story was different.
As of yesterday, the story was a case of democracy at stake. And of course, it's always like that. When, of course, you win, you see it as victory. But when the reverse is the case, it is always trouble. Of course, two conversations we'll be having on this side of the table today. The first will center around the Edo governorship election, the outcome of the election. How did it go? One thing that was predominant on Saturday that a lot of people talked about was vote buying. And many people complained that it was glaring. A lot of people were induced to cast their votes on Saturday, as well as some of the figures of how the three major parties, of course, fared during that election. We do have a guest in the house this morning, and together we'll take a look at the Edo election for the next about 20 minutes on the program. Barrister Jide Ologun will join us in the studio at the moment, and of course, he's a lawyer, he's a PR expert. Barrister Ologun, you can come in into the studio this morning, of course, and together, the ladies and I would, you know, share your opinions on how that election went, because I know that all through Saturday you monitored, of course, the election in Edo. Barrister Jide Ologun, thank you for being here on the program this morning.
You're welcome.
And thank you for all you do for Nigeria. Okay, Saturday has come and gone, and of course, last night a lot of people stayed glued to their television. Two local governments actually held, you know, the election up until the result up until late last night. But about 9:30 to 10, elections were finally collated, and of course, results were declared. Did you see that coming for the APC?
Yes, I did. You know, when I started monitoring the governor being very apprehensive, coming up with complaints, you know, the first question that should come to your mind is that he's the man in charge in Edo State, so why should he be scared? And this factor of federal might came into the equation. You know, there came up a political battle between Oshiomhole, his predecessor in office, and himself, that even became messy at the point because he took it personal. And going down to content analysis, Edo State was an APC state. And on the ticket of APC, Obaseki became the governor. So when he wanted to for the second time, the APC said no. And an excuse was given attached to his credentials. What he did was to migrate to PDP. Even consulted with APC stakeholders, including the then President, Muhammadu Buhari. And I won't disclose what they negotiated. So when he settled down in the second term, he was perceived by many as a czar who, and obviously, you know, reportedly so, he started having misunderstanding.
Okay, so let me quickly hold your thoughts. I think we need to call for a short break just to fix an audio issue. We'll be right back.